I'm sorry. Once again, we are live. We are live once again. As you enter the building, go ahead and make sure you hit up the chat. Let me know you're in the house. As you enter the building, hit up the chat. Let me know you in the building. I want to thank y'all, man, for the continued support. Thank y'all for the continued support. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Y'all have been amazing. Y'all have really been amazing. So I thank y'all, man, for the continued support. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for the continued support. As y'all enter the building, man, go ahead, hit up the chat. Let me know you're in the house. As you enter this live, hit up the chat. Let me know you in the building. I thank y'all, man, for the continued support. Thank you for the continued support. I hope y'all are having a good day. As I say, every day above ground for me is a good day. I count that a win. Let me know if the mic is the volume is right. I know y'all can see me because I can see myself. But thank y'all, man, for the continued support. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Also, take the poll. I got a little light poll. Make sure you take the poll, and it's about the different flavors of ice cream. So, and just pick whatever, one you like. But thank y'all for the continued support. Thank you for the continued support. As you enter this live, go ahead, hit up the chat. Let me know you in the building. As you enter the live, hit up the chat and let me know you in the building. Got a few things to talk about. I'm gonna give y'all more time to enter. We got a few things to talk about. I'm gonna give y'all some more time to enter. Man, I want to say thank y'all for the continued support. Hit up the chat. Let me know you in the house, man. But I'm gonna start. Give me like a minute or so, and I'm gonna go ahead and get started. Today is another hot one, at least where I'm at. So make sure you stay hydrated. I got that H2O, but make sure you stay hydrated, man, out there in these streets. I thank y'all, man. We got some stuff to talk about, as always. We got some stuff to talk about. I'm gonna give a few more minutes to give people time to enter the building. Khalid said, hello, I'm from Palestine. Shout out, nothing but love to the Palestinians. Shout out, man. I hope you safe over there. I don't know if you over there or you over here, but shout out to, y'all and your peoples, man. Thank you for checking in. This is Mark B's perspective, where I talk about a lot of different topics, man. And we praying for peace. They've been saying that since I was young. Peace in the Middle East. So we are praying, man, that the violence over there will stop, that the killing over there will stop. We praying for you, brother. Thanks for checking in. It's Khalid Ivan Walid. Hope I'm pronouncing it right. But thank you for checking in. As you enter this live, go ahead up the chat. Let me know you're in the building. Make sure y'all take that poll. I got a little poll in there about what flavor ice cream you like. It's a light poll today. Go ahead and make sure you take the poll as you enter the building. Make sure you take that poll. Khalil said, God bless you, brother. I'm currently in America, but there's a small chance I might go back for visitation. Khalil said he's in America now, so he's safe, but he got his loved ones over there, so it's a good chance that he'll be going to visit. Anytime you visit, I hope that you be safe. I'm praying that your family be safe, man. And we're also praying that they end that war. We're praying that they end that war, man. Thank you. As y'all enter this live, you enter the building, hit up the chat. Let me know you're in the building. Hit up the chat. Let me know you're in the house, man. When you enter the building, hit up the chat. Let me know you're in the building. Man, I thank y'all for coming in, checking in. Make sure you take that poll. Make sure you take that poll. What's your favorite ice cream? We got vanilla, we got chocolate, we got strawberry, or other. Go ahead, take the poll. But today I wanted to come in, man, and talk about, I got several things, but one of the things I'm going to start off with is, man, the United States Supreme Court basically told President Trump man, you can do what you want to do in regard to the Venezuelans. You know, to me, that ain't cool because this current administration, to me, they are not playing fair at all. And the Supreme Court gave them the green light. You know, through other administration, these individuals were given protections. You know, they will work. You know, I'm not talking about nobody who's committing crimes. I'm talking about people who was working, and every so often they had to go and reapply to keep maintaining the protections. But Donald Trump said, bump that, y'all ain't getting no protections. We tried, so we gonna deal with y'all, we gonna get y'all out of here. And that will affect, like, I think they said 200,000 or 300,000 individuals. To me, that's not cool, man. And then on the same hand, I watch how he brought in those 59 white South Africans. But we'll continue on. Let me read these comments. Khalid said, God bless you, brother. One day, God willing, peace will happen. Thank you. Khalid also said, chocolate ice cream for me. Put it in the chat, Khalid. Thank you. He said chocolate. Khalid said he liked chocolate. You know, I like chocolate too, you know, but I like vanilla. It's the mixture, vanilla, chocolate, and strawberry. What they call it, Neapolitan. That one, I like that one too, you know, but make sure you take the poll as you enter this live. So that's one of the things that I'm talking about. So we got 200,000 people that's going to be running scared because they will no longer be protected. This is crazy, man. It's like we woke up to a nightmare in the United States of America. Everybody talk about rights and treating people good, and we got all these good Christians. Do y'all know that 80% of white evangelicals voted for Trump? So this should be a Christian administration because all these Christians, let me say, white Christians, are supporting President Trump and all that's going on. So you mean to tell me we're going to allow 200,000 or 300,000 people just get kicked out because President Trump don't like them? I don't want to continue to give them protections. Where's the humanity at? Where is the humanity? Where is the love at? Where is the compassion at? So that's my concern with what's going on. So I'm not one of the ones that sit back and just not say something. I will have to say something. And remember this, y'all. I'm not coming to y'all as a Democrat. I don't represent no party, man. I'm an American citizen. I'm a black man. And I just speaking on what I see. And what I see right now is not good. I'm gonna tell y'all even about the beautiful bill that President Trump has. I haven't seen him do anything that don't have no underlining things in there. See, that's how he got y'all with the big, beautiful bill. He claiming he gonna end taxes on tips. Do y'all know that's temporary? In that bill, though, he's guaranteeing his billionaire buddies real tax breaks, which are not temporary. He throwing y'all a bone, a carrot, so y'all say, yeah, this is a good bill. He's gonna end taxes on tips. Man, read the fine print, man. He said, and it ain't this year, that's going to be for the next year taxes. So what he's saying is, if it get passed, that's going to be temporarily. That's the carrot he throwing for y'all, man. And on the same thing, he's cutting Medicaid. That should never happen. That's going to affect your grandparents, my grandparents, our parents. So you want to take away from the poor to help out the rich. This is crazy, man. But that's the administration we live under, and I gotta speak against it. That's the least I can do, man. That's the least I can do. I'm not a supporter of him. His policies has been against everything that I stand for since he been here. I think as the president of the United States, your goal should be to help American citizens, no matter what color, no matter what race. You should help American citizens. But you can't even feel for certain minorities. Why? Because you ain't got none of them in the administration. The only African American he got in there He's over HUD, HUD, which is HUD, Housing and Urban Development. He got the black dude over the projects. Why? Because he really think on the low, he try to suggest that blacks and other minorities are incompetent. That's why he try to put focus on DEI, DEI, and make it a scare term, a fear term, so people can go against that and allow him to do what he's doing. Well, I'm here to tell you, man, his administration is incompetent. And yeah, he got a majority white administration. Secretary of Defense, his advisors, all of them are white. And he's said, I'm going to get the best of the best. But white folks are not the best of the best. The best of the best come from everybody. That's why the United States is a melting pot. But when he say make America great again, I ask myself, I say, when is he talking about? What time is President Trump talking about when he say he's going to make America great again? Oh, I get it. He want to go back to a time when blacks didn't mean, and to some people, they don't mean nothing today, when they were considered as 3/5 of a human being. That's why it puzzles me every time I see a black person say, yay, Trump. How can you support against your own people, man? And then you see how he doing Latinos. You see how President Trump is treating immigrants. But we supposed to be a nation of love, a nation of Christianity, a nation of doing the right thing by its people. So the U.S. Supreme Court, I wish they would not have given him the right to not protect these people who need protection, because they was running from something too. Not just the white folks that you brought over from South Africa. You can feel their pain because they white. This has to stop, man. It's blatant, it's overt. It ain't even covert no more. It's in your face. And they wonder why people say Trump is a racist. His actions, look at his policies. So that's my thing, man. I just wanted to come and share that with y'all. I do want to share, man, with y'all, there's going to be a change in my live scheduling. There will be a change in my live stream scheduling. Instead of coming on in the morning, I'll be coming on in the evening. So I had a little schedule change, and I hope that don't conflict with anybody else, but I got to make the change. So I will be changing from the mornings to doing my live stream in the evening. And I hope you still can tune in and check me out. But I will be changing from the morning to the evening. So, even talking about how President Trump, accepted the 59 white people with open arms. And I guarantee you better check the package that he gave them. I guarantee you they're going to be all right. But we talk about giving welfare out. I guarantee you they got a package. You can call it welfare. You can call it whatever you want. Them 59 white people got a package from President Trump and his administration. That's guaranteed. Because he didn't just bring them over to be on their own. Tim said, are you a white Jesus worshiper? Listen, man, I bow down to no man. I'm a black man. I'm an original man. I know who I am. So I don't know where your question came from, but nah, I don't play like that, man. No, sir, Bob. Because I don't even really want to get into it, but that's part of white supremacy. And that's the greatest threat to humanity. White supremacy is the greatest threat to humanity. That's why it's important to know who you are, to be aware. But don't allow them to make you hateful, but just be aware. But thank you, Tim's, for asking that. Yeah, nah, I wouldn't buy a white Jesus. I wouldn't put him up there, because that's a lie from the pits of hell. But thank you, Tim's, for asking that question. Listen, man, it's hot out there. It is hot out there. So make sure you stay hydrated. What I got here is that good H2O. Whatever you got, that's what you got. I don't judge nobody. But make sure you stay hydrated, because it's hot today. Following up on, the New Orleans jail escape, as we all know, initially there was 10 people who got out of that jail, at one time. It was 10 of them. Well, they captured 7 so far. They even arrested the maintenance man and 2 females. So they still have 3 individuals on the loose. So if you're in the New Orleans area or anywhere in the South, be careful out there. Be on your P's and Q's. Pay attention to your surroundings. Watch your surroundings. But thank you for that question, Tim. I appreciate that. But I do not, as I said, I do not agree with the U.S. Supreme Court. It said, "Do you believe in a chosen people?" Deuteronomy. Yeah, that's scripture. So if somebody following that to the letter, and I think it can't even really be explained on this live. It would take a lot more time, to even speak on that. So I really don't even want to answer that right here. We would have to break bread like person to person and go back and forth for a minute, because that can't be answered in a yes, no question. You got to believe you chosen. You got to feel that in you. So thank you, Tim's. Seem like you study your scriptures. Because if you believe that, then you would have to believe that there's a cursed people. So, but I ain't gonna go on, Tim's. We would have to really sit down and break bread individually and have a real conversation about that. And that would take the whole session. But thank you, Tim's. Listen, man, as I said earlier, for those who coming in, make sure y'all take the poll too, man. Make sure you take the poll. What's your favorite ice cream? That's the poll today. It's a real simple poll, but make sure you take the poll. Let me know your answer. Let me know your answer. Let me see what we got. Yeah, make sure y'all take that poll, man. But, for the U.S. Supreme Court to even rule in favor of Trump, I don't think it's right, because I don't think they should have ruled until Trump bring Kilmar Garcia back. Now, remember, the Supreme Court is the one told Trump that he needs to facilitate the return of Kilmar Garcia. But Trump and his administration have not took any steps to make that happen. So I don't even think they should have ruled on anything regarding him until he brought, because if they got a ruling on him and he's defying the rules, they shouldn't even rule. Now, we're not going to rule, Mr. President, until you bring Kilmar Garcia back home to his family. But this is the thing, what I'm seeing is no love and consideration and concern unless you white here in America under this administration. Everybody else is evil, they're bad, they're just the worst. President Trump was talking about the prince that's married to Meghan, and Trump was saying, and they was asking him because his visa has expired, and they was interviewing Trump. They said, "Trump, what about, the prince's visa?" He said, "I'm not going to mess with him. He already got a lot of problems with his wife." So it seemed like every black person or black woman, especially, President Trump has something negative to say about him. And that continues with the history of this country, trying to paint black people as evil and wicked and paint white people as good. We're pure as snow. The black sheep, all this black negativity. But I encourage y'all, if you're black, make sure you love yourself. Make sure you understand that you're not cursed, man. You're a gift. You're blessed. You're an original. So make sure you understand that, man. Don't let this administration, or any administration for that matter, get you with the okie doke. As y'all come in, man, I welcome y'all in. Make sure you like the video. Make sure you like the video. Also, take the poll, man. Take the quick poll. It's just about ice cream. What flavor ice cream do you like? Make sure you take the poll. But as I spoke about, You know, that great escape in New Orleans from the New Orleans jail? Y'all aware of the great escape from the New Orleans jail? 10 inmates had got out, which is crazy. And I always said it had to be an inside job. But, you know, so far, man, they caught 7 of those individuals, but they still got 3 at large. And I spoke about it yesterday. Prosecutors said they concerned with their lives because they put some of them people behind bars. So they said they're going to get out of town until they find the rest of the people. And I don't blame them. But I also thinking about witnesses, anybody who testified against those individuals should be concerned as well. But they locked up 7 of the ones that escaped. They locked up a maintenance worker, and they locked up 2 females. So that's where we at right now with that. That's where we at. Tim said right, but he meant to say we voted for Trump and we married white women. Okay, that's good, man. Whoever you vote for, that's on you, man. But just being the good Christians that you are, as a lot of y'all claim, or whatever it is, being good people, because I don't think none of y'all claim to be wicked. None of y'all don't claim to be the devil, do y'all? So just being good people, right? Do you agree with all the stuff that Trump been doing? And it seemed like the only people that he sincerely got compassion for is white people. That's why he brought the white South Africans over here, saying that is a genocide, which is not true. That's another lie from the pits of hell. So thank you, Tim. I understand that you said you voted for Trump and all that good stuff. I ain't got a problem with that, but at least be realistic. Don't turn a blind eye. That's why they got a charge for conspiracy, because right now there's a lot of co-conspirators to everything President Trump is doing. Everybody right now that's turning a blind eye is good, longer than it's not me or my people. But guess what? Some of the people that voted for him, some of them end up getting fired. Tim, I thought, because I read it said, but you got EE. I don't know, voted for Trump. Girth, if you want to be a good person, stop having compassion for MS-13 members. Hey, Girth, I'm going to invite you on a live, man. Come on this live so we can break bread today, because you one of them keyboard gangsters, man. I want to invite you today, right now, to come on and talk your stuff so we can talk about it. He beat his wife and to be MS-13. Trump did worse than that. Trump got 34 convictions and you still voted for him. Oh, now this clown say he worked. Come on, man. Don't come on here being no keyboard gangster if you can't come on this screen and talk that junk. I only need a couple minutes with you, man. All I need is a couple minutes with you, man. You want the link? You want to come on here and talk? You get your stuff together. See, that's what y'all do, man. Y'all throw y'all rocks and want to hide your hand. I'm giving you the opportunity to come on here and talk that junk like you do behind that keyboard. And now, see, there you go with this video, but y'all see it. He's a keyboard gangster. I'm on screen. I'm not hiding from nobody. But if you're about that life, man, get on the screen with me and let's chat. Dr. J said, good morning, Mark, and chat. Tim said, interracial marriage is a sin, Deuteronomy. Right, but everybody, Tim, everybody don't follow the letter of the law like that. But I understand what you're saying. And I don't think it was just, for the sake of that sin. I think it was for the sake of, preserving people's culture. But I see that's another topic, Tim's, that will have to be dissected and spoken about in a small setting. You can't really get the information out in a big setting because everybody ain't going to see it like that. That would have to be spoken about in a small setting. But you on your P's and Q's, man. Tim, come on up. I even want to invite you. Come on up and just share a few minutes. You ain't got to stay the whole time. I'll put the link in the comments if necessary. Dr. J said, welcome to Mark B's Perspective. Dr. J, welcome you. We welcome you here. I welcome everybody that's in the chat, man. Thank y'all for coming. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Dr. J is a content creator. For those who don't know, she's trying to build up her channel. Make sure you support Dr. J's channel. She do lives a couple times a day, so support her live streams as well. Dr. J said, Marsh wants to know your favorite ice cream. It's getting hot every day. Everyone, take the poll. That's right. Make sure y'all take the poll, man. Hey, Girth, even though we disagree, man, I love you, man. I appreciate you, but you ain't gonna be coming here talking slick to me, though. You ain't gonna get a free ride on that. I miss War Story. Where War Story is at? I missed him. Let me go back to that. How did I miss War Story? Dr. J said War Stories. Okay. Man, I thank y'all. As I said about the escape, man, the great escape, 10 people that got out of that facility. So far, they caught 7 of the 10 individuals, but there's still 3 more to get. So we want to pray for the safety of the prosecutors, any guards that them inmates might want to harm, any of their witnesses, man. We want to pray for them and pray that they don't get hurt either, that the 3 individuals, that they don't get hurt. Hey, I'm going to go ahead and get you out of here, Girth. I gave you an opportunity, and now you just want to call names. War Story said, good morning, Dr. J. Tim said, New Orleans brand ice cream, strawberry. Okay. New Orleans brand ice cream. He liked that strawberries. War Story said, good morning, Mark. See, that's what I'm saying. I'm going to go ahead and get you out because it's evident you don't have any substance. I offer you to come. You said you at work, but you still keyboarding. I said, come on here for 5 minutes and let's break bread, but you was not able to do that. But go ahead. I'm going to even leave the chat open for you to continue to spew your negativity, man. But that's crazy. But that's the typical Trump supporter. And that's what I'm saying, man. If we want to do right, we want to love people. Let's love people. How you can do that and you claim Christianity? How? They call that being a hypocrite. But thank you for coming and thank you for sharing on this live, man. Dr. J said, double tap the screen on your way into the chat. Make sure y'all take that poll, man. Make sure y'all take the poll. My thing today, I was bringing that the United States Supreme. So you're not a Christian? Girth said, who claimed Christianity? That's what the United States is mostly built on. You're not a Christian, my brother. But anyway, the United States Supreme Court, man, is going to allow President Trump, if this bill is passed, to not protect these Venezuelans. To me, that's concerning because you should want to protect anybody. And these are people that's here on work permits. They flee a dangerous situation back home as well. But it seemed like the only people President Trump want to protect is white people. The only people he have sincere compassion for is other white people, man. And that should stop. Troy said they are eating the dogs, but Trump eating your cash. Okay. I don't know if you mistyped. I don't know what it is, but I'm gonna keep it moving, man. Girl said no religion anymore is correct. All corrupted by man. The basis of morals is good, but I don't claim any religion. Okay, that's a good thing. That's not a bad place to be. I notice like there's a lot of people, not a lot. There's a few people, Girth, that's right there. But what I want to tell you, man, and encourage you, because nothing you can say can belittle me, right? And I want to discourage you from trying to do that on this live or anybody else's live, man. Don't do that, man. I don't support Trump. That shouldn't cause you to the point to where you want to disrespect me and call me out my name and all that. It shouldn't go like that, Girth. Girth said right back at you. Okay. Thank you for sharing though, Girth. But all I'm saying is Right now, it's going to be like 200,000 or 300,000 Venezuelans, man, that's going to have to be worried about Trump coming at them because they're going to be no longer protected. They came here for protection. That's what the good United States was giving these individuals. And they had to re-up. They had to reapply every so often, what, 18 months or something like that? Dr. J said, please take the poll as you enter the chat. Thank you, man. And I want to say thank you to everybody who could continue to be positive. Uch Israel united in Christ, the Hebrew Israelites. Okay. Respect to you, man. But we don't want to disrespect or harm anybody, man. If we want to be about that love stuff, you love everybody. Thank you, Tim Tims, for sharing your thoughts and your faith. Appreciate that. I hope that makes you be a good person. And you know, the Bible said nobody's good. I'm not talking about good in that sense. I'm talking about good in trying to do the right thing. That's all I'm saying. But right now, these Venezuelans are not going to be protected if they pass the bill. If everything gets passed, so their protections, you know, are going to be gone, and look forward to them being shipped out too. But we can relate when it comes to the 59 white South Africans and say, well, they're being attacked. A lot of people being attacked in South Africa, but the government, as people try to claim, is not attacking white South Africans. And they do need their land taken. I'm in total support in taking their land because their land was stolen. That's stolen land. So Gerf said, fearmonger is a powerful tool, though. Can't you see? They keep coming up with these little things, talking points to get you guys all worried. But so y'all been saying that these are lies from the pits of hell, Gerf. Trump is doing this stuff for real. And y'all keep making excuses saying it's fear mongering. Y'all would talk the same thing about Dr. King when he spoke about how he was treating black people on counters, killing them, spraying them. But y'all back then would say the same thing. It's fear mongering. Don't listen to that. This is real stuff that's going on, man. This ain't no what if. It's what's going on, man. That's why Trump pursued to be able to do it. But he ain't attacking none of these racist white groups, white gangs. He ain't attacking none of those. So that's to tell you something, Gerf. Either you blind, Gerf, because I asked you to come on here and you still here, but you claim you at work. I asked you to come on here on this live and speak your piece, not behind the keyboard. Tim said Trump will spend eternity in hell. Listen, I don't do that far as judging somebody because anybody can change. But what I'm seeing right now from the president of the United States, who's supposed to be the president of all people, I don't see that happening. I don't see him doing anything for American citizens. And it ain't about, well, I'm going to help those who agree with me. And I'm going to go after people who disagree with me. That is not how it should go in the United States of America. And if anybody think that's how it's go, then y'all are misled. It's not supposed to go like that. That's something Putin will be representing. That's something Hitler will be representing. And that's what we got in this country right now under President Trump. It ain't about being a democracy. He want to go after teachers, school. He done went after lawyers. He done big boy lawyers. He going after universities. So this is crazy. Also, I'm gonna let you know in this big, beautiful bill, make sure y'all stay hydrated. In this big, beautiful bill that President Trump brags about, he will be able to take, his plan is to have the authority to take, say like he going through it with Harvard University. And in order to take their status, right, their nonprofit status, it got to go through the IRS. In this big, beautiful bill, it will go through the Treasury, which is under him. That should not happen, man. He's setting everything up to where he can just take Ain't got to go through nobody else, ain't got to get permission. Violating people's rights left and right. But y'all continue to say, well, he's not going to do this, or give him a chance. And he's doing stuff every day. But the goal was, y'all claim y'all voted for him, was to help the economy. He hasn't even done one thing to help the economy. And then he's going to have the tariffs, these companies saying, we're going to be hurting with these tariffs. He's going to tell Walmart, well, you eat the tariffs. Meaning Trump want to raise the prices, but instead of humbling himself for the sake of the American people, he going to encourage businesses, y'all eat the tariffs instead of raising the prices. They won't be able to survive that long like that. Trump need to humble himself because he made a mistake with the tariffs. That's why he keep pausing, he keep changing it, because he don't know what he's doing. He's incompetent, and his entire administration is incompetent, man. That's what we're dealing with under President Trump. But yet y'all say, don't say nothing. Y'all keep saying something. We have to say something. We're not trying to storm the Capitol, though. That's something y'all do. That's something Trump and his racist followers do. So I'd rather come on here and talk. I ain't got to go and say, old guy Hustle said, should corporate taxes be raised? Well, I know that was one of his talking points. You know, I heard that was the thing. This is the thing. Those tariffs are taxes. So Trump need to take away that, man. First of all, think about helping these people, American citizens, because you raise the prices. If Walmart got to buy the stuff higher, let me see, because I might have to get rid of him. Big corporations should eat. Everything Trump say is like y'all can't even think for yourselves, man. I would respect you more, Girth, if you was able to say, well, I disagree with this, but I haven't met a Trump supporter that they openly disagree with anything. You know why? Because Trump tell y'all, anybody who disagree with him, he come after. And it's sad. That's why they say this is a cult. So let me read what Girth's saying. Big corporations should eat the tariffs. No, they shouldn't. Walmart makes so much money. You didn't have a problem with him yesterday, but long as Trump say something, whoever Trump's against, that's who y'all against. Start thinking for yourself, man. Get out of that cult, man. It's obvious y'all can't think for yourself. I don't represent no Democrat. I don't represent Republican. I'm an American citizen, man. And there's no man that I worship and say I agree with him 100%. That's some clown stuff. The point of these tariffs is for the rich to feel more pressure. Okay, I don't know what you better study some history, man. It took people during the Great Depression. It took us further into the Depression during tariffs. Dude, you ready to get rid of me? Okay. I've had a problem with Walmart and big corporations way before Trump. Well, speaking, you should have a problem with Trump. You got a problem with Elon Musk? See, y'all hypocritical, man. You can't come to me with the lies because I'm gonna call you out on it. If you've been had a problem with these corporations, or do you have a problem with Elon Musk and all the other billionaires that's right there with him? Do you got a problem with Trump, who's a billionaire? No, you don't. So don't give me that lie about I've been had a problem with it. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. You get your live straight before you come on my live. Practice it on somebody else's live and see if it worked, and then come here. Because your lies. Oh, I don't need you to justify anything, man. Okay, he said Amazon pay their people like trash. Okay. You researched that, or you talked to some employees? How did you find out how well he pays them? Tim said dead bodies removed from the Capitol January 6th. Oh, they excused that. That was an insurrection, man. Let that have been Barack Obama or anybody, especially Obama being a black man, they will be raising hell. Not only did it was an insurrection, he pardoned every one of them. The Proud Boys and all them neo-Nazis. And y'all say Trump ain't racist? Yeah, Trump support these organizations hands down. And they don't care if somebody died or not. Trump said he can go in the middle of the street. This is what Trump said. He can go in the middle of the street and shoot somebody, and his supporters going to still support him. Because basically what he's saying, they can't think for themselves. That ain't a good thing to say if you lead in the country. You want your supporters to be informed, not just following you because you didn't give them this juice to drink or you didn't gave them these lies. And that's why every time Trump come on TV, he lies because he know they're going to accept his lies without fact checking it. He one of the few people that say when he do an interview, he don't want you fact checking, which is sad. Yeah, fact check because I might be making a mistake. Fact check me because what I'm talking about or what he's talking about should be for the good of the American people. And make sure y'all take that vote. Man, what's your favorite ice cream? Make sure you take the vote, man. I want to thank y'all. Subscribe to the channel as well. Train Spoke said not justifying it, but they throw things out there to make it sound like it's something good. But when it boils down to it, it's a bad bill. This bill is not a good bill, especially when it's taken away. The only thing that's going to catch people in this bill, he put in there about no taxes, but read the fine print. That no taxes thing on tips is temporary. Angela, welcome in. Thank you for entering the chat. That on that bill, because I heard a lot of people say, man, he's going to do no taxes for us. With the way Trump treating people here in America, I don't care if he benefit me with money. There's no way I can support that man because of all that he's doing. You can't do it, dangle a carrot in front of me and you mistreating people. I think about people like Hitler because that's what we going from a democracy to an oligarchy. War Story said, hold on, I got gum. Oh wait, Ashley Babbitt was killed by a cowardly cop. See, but that was, see how y'all do? It's like y'all can't even think for yourselves. And Trump's so dirty, Trump gave him $5 million because Trump sympathized with racist white folks. And they shouldn't have ran up in the Capitol and they wouldn't be dead. Mint chocolate chip all day. Okay, no matter how bad I gotta cramp up. Yeah, I only eat ice cream certain times of the day. I gotta be close by the house. But thank you for sharing that War Stories. Dr. J said, please take the poll. Take the poll. Hey, Grum, you can say whether it's a democracy or a republic, but we're not neither one right now. It's an oligarchy, it's a dictatorship, and y'all's turning a blind eye. So y'all are part of that. Y'all are a part of that. So play semantics with words. It's not a democracy, it's a republic. Okay, either way. Explain to me the difference then, since you know so much. Train Smoker said, exactly, read the bill. It's a travesty to those that's not making a lot. Man, that's a terrible, this big, beautiful bill. Sound like a mafia dude. No, you can't think for yourself. I can think, man. I don't follow no man. There's no man on earth that I say that I follow. But y'all do that with Trump. He got the green light to mistreat a whole group of people. Are you not outraged by that, Grum? For him to even think about mistreating somebody, you should be outraged. Okay, so Ice Cream said Ashley Abbott was killed for trying. Exactly, but they gonna give an excuse. Trump gave them $5 million. Trump and his people gave her $5 million. Why? Because he sympathized with people like that. That's what he is, man. That's why he pardoned them 1,600 of them. Ashley Babbitt was killed for trying to climb through a barrier, even though she was warned to proceed through it. She made her choice. Exactly. Angela said Ashley B knew better as a service member and deserved to witness defense of the Capitol. Dr. J said, remember to double tap that screen as you enter the chat. Grum said democracy is a majority vote wins, republic is representing government. They both represent government, man. Do some more research on it before you come on here, man. They both represent government. There's not much difference between the two. But if you want to say it's a republic, good. Why is not a republic under President Trump? He's treating it like a dictatorship. Now you define the difference between a dictatorship and a republic, and you tell me what we under right now. Gore said Trump is a racist. He done more for blacks than any Democrat. What did he do for blacks? I'm a black man. Tell it to me, to my face, man. Grim, I want you to come on here. I want you to come on here and say, what did Trump do for black people, man? I'm gonna send you. You want that link, man? Grum, I want you to come on here, show your face instead of hiding behind that keyboard and talk that stuff you talking. That way you ain't got to waste time typing. Ice Cream said, if this were a true democracy, we wouldn't have an electoral college, which only ever benefited conservatives. Right. Forget the word. Let's change to the word to a republic. It's still not a republic under President Trump. Since y'all prefer the word republic, we're a republic. Okay, we're a republic. But right now we're oligarchy, man, which means a small group of people control everything. And that's President Trump. They don't even reach across the aisles. It should be Republicans, Democrats, and independents all working together for the good of the country. But that's not what we practice here under Trump. It said war stories said all presidents do things that people don't like regardless. That ain't what we're dealing with now. This here is horrible. It ain't about what you don't like. It's about rights. We got a constitution, which he disrespects and disregards. There's always going to be a split. Listen, but every other government they work across the aisle, except for this one. So explain that, war stories. Train Smoke said, I heard two men talking about no taxes on my overtime. Yeah, they don't know that expires and whether or not your job is actually going to approve overtime from here on now. That's a good point. In the big, beautiful bill, he got two things. He got a no taxes on tips, and he also got no taxes on overtime. Temporary. See, Trump ain't about helping no regular people. Trump is about helping the billionaire, his billionaire buddies, himself, his family, and that's it. Man, this family is a big money grab for Trump. It's a big money grab for his family. Y'all better research the money Trump and his family is making right now. But y'all okay with that? Y'all want to cry about, well, they getting Medicaid. They're on welfare. It's nothing compared to what this president is doing and how he grabbing money, our taxpayer money, but it's a money grab for Trump. Angie said Trump hasn't done anything and the worst is yet to come. Yeah, people need to read. During the election, people, Trump, first of all, he denied about knowing anything about Project 2025. He just outright lied to y'all. I don't know nothing about it. Right? Now, everything that he's doing is the playbook of Project 2025. That man is about, because the tax breaks from 2017 is set to expire, I think, in December or November of this year. That's why he had to get back in to renew these tax breaks. Ice Cream said the tax breaks on tips being temporary is exactly the same as the giant tax cut for two. No. This is a lot shorter than that, man. Do your research. This might last 1 year, man. 2 years of breaks, even, and 6 years of higher taxes. The right always bait and switches. Okay. Dr. J said, Olive. Grump said, if Trump was racist, then why doesn't he let homeless black women live in Trump Tower for free? Hey, man, stop bringing these lies, man. They lies from the pits of hell. And I'm going to tell you, why is he attacking Grim for you? Why is he attacking Black history? Why doesn't he want that taught in school? Don't come with your trash, man, because I'm going to call it out, man. Well, Trump is doing this. Why he even attacking DEI? Because he thought it was black people. But then come to find out it's white women, white men, black people way down the line. But his initial thought when he came after DEI was trying to say that if it's black people, because that's how y'all think too. He suggested it to y'all and y'all went for the bait and switch. DEI mean black, unqualified. Well, look at his white administration and how unqualified they are, giving out top secrets, don't know what they're doing. This is the worst administration ever. They committed espionage. You can't give away top secret information, whether it's an accident or not, it's still a crime. Look at the Espionage Act. Hold on, let me catch some of these. Old guy says, explain how it's a money grab for Trump. What do you think is a money grab? He's a failed billionaire. You better look at the money he made. That's easy. Next question. F. Silver said, another victim of TDS. Y'all are the TDS. Trash Trump syndrome. That's y'all, not us, not me. I don't represent none of that. But this trash president that y'all continue to follow blindly, I know because y'all in this cult. And I don't even blame y'all because he ain't teaching y'all nothing. That's why he run the Fox News and he lies, man. And y'all believe him. That's why I say y'all can't think for yourselves, because if you was able to think for yourself, you'll say, nah, man, this ain't right. We ain't gonna treat these Venezuelans wrong, who been here all this time, who been working, who been getting protection because it's dangerous at their home. Y'all don't say that because y'all follow this man blindly. That's why I say you can't think for yourselves. CNN reported it. Go look it up. No, you look it up, Grum. He's a racist piece of trash, and I tell it to your face. You can come on this live with me, and I'll tell it to your face, man. You're going to say, well, what did he do? What don't he do, man? Going after civil rights? But see, y'all think like him. That's why it don't offend y'all. If he does one thing, y'all should say, nah, man. He sympathized with these Proud Boys and racist organizations knowingly, and y'all still all right with that. So it should be that alone. Don't keep asking me, what did he do? And he continued to do something every day. Alibi said, yeah, they're literally following Project 2025 point by point. And those tax breaks for the rich people will be permanent. Exactly. Because that's what this is about. Hey, Grum, you said DEI is racist. Listen, man, you got a lot more black qualified people, man, that y'all try to give credit for. But that's the undercover racism that y'all enjoy. DEI, they black, they not qualified. No, what y'all want to have the ability to do is not hire and be able to discriminate against qualified black people and other minorities. That's why they had to come up with it in the first place. Next question, man. Y'all say delusion, man. I'll invite any of you maggots, any of you MAGAs on here to come on here, show your face and talk that stuff. Ice Cream said a bot. Some of them are bots, man. Looks like someone in the chat fell for the lies about DEI. That's what they do. They know it's a lie, but they just want to, that's what they enjoy. And then they can't name one thing President Trump did to benefit the American people, man. They can't name anything President Trump has done to help the American people. But they just want to continue to support this man. This man going to go after 200,000 Venezuelans. Are they not human beings? Will anybody on this chat say, no, Trump, you're wrong. You shouldn't be going after these people. They've been in this country. They've been given legal protections. They've been fleeing from some dangers over there. Trump, don't do this. Do any of y'all have the courage in this chat to say it? Or I invite you on the live right now and you can say it. Or are you going to blindly follow Trump? Just to say, whatever Trump say. I say, think for yourself. No, whatever you like. That's what some of y'all like. Be like, what you like, man? Whatever he likes? No, what do you like? Whatever he likes. That's crazy. You got to be able to think for yourself. It's not a man alive that I say what he like. It can be anybody. I don't worship no man. That's something y'all doing with Trump. But listen, man, I thank y'all for the continued support, man. Moving forward, I will be doing my My lives in the evening, I have a little schedule change, so I would be doing it in the evening. I would not be able to do it in the morning. Listen, man, it's hot. Make sure you drink some this water right here, but drink whatever you drink. Make sure you just get some fluids in your body and stay hydrated. Tomorrow, tomorrow I will be doing I'll be taking a little break and I'm gonna show you all this. It's called Dance, Chat, and Drink. And what it is, you can come on the live and we ain't even talking about all this stuff. We just gonna be chilling. Hey Grum, you prove it. You ain't proved nothing. All you do is follow the lives, man. Get out. I can't help you though. I can't. Only you can help you out of that call. But dance, chat, and drink. And what y'all do, I let a couple people get on the screen and you just dance to your own music. Old guy said, you didn't explain anything. Just repeating talking points. Think for yourself. Opal guy, I'm great. I'm great. Do you want the link, man? Let me put the link out there. Copy. Let me see. So I just put the link out for any of you maggots that want to come and talk that trash, because y'all great keyboard gangsters. I got the link in the chat. Come on out here, get on this screen, and let's talk about it, man. F said Heritage Foundation came up with Project 2025. Trump is a part of that. I understand about the Heritage Foundation. What did you ain't told me nothing, man. Alabi said anyone who doesn't see what Trump is about is either willfully ignorant or racist. That's a fact. But I put the link out there. America is really racist. Let's talk about it. True, that's a fact. Grum said I'm not a bot. Hey Grum, let's see you, man. I got the link out there for you to get on this screen. Go get that link. Tax cut, lower energy costs, 4 years of no new wars, peace deals. Trump done already had some battles. You know he went in Yemen. He done struck Yemen already. So what are you talking about? Everything Trump has done has only benefit himself, his friends, and family. Troy said, I was Obama. I wish Obama could run again. Troy. Grum said, I would follow Trump. Okay. Ice Cream said, DEI is about ensuring that the percentage of diversity in the workplace equals the diversity of the population. Example, meaning if it's a 2% of this race, they're going to try to, accommodate that. But guess what? These are qualified people who were being denied. Thank you for sharing that. F Star said, you're not too well educated. F Star, man, come on, man. I put the link in there, man. Did you see it? You were just spewing MSNBC. No, I got sources, man. And then I watch other stuff. I know how to do it. You weren't spewing facts, news, talking points. Okay. Talking points is all this dude has. Train Smoke, the whole phrase is an A, accessibility. Thank you, Train. It is the A. But, we want the short version, DEI, A, accessibility, meaning the wheelchair, the disabled, and people like that. Thank you for sharing that, my brother. The A is accessibility, actually. He said they forgot about the agriculture part. Now farmers are fighting for their life. With the farmers, that's a whole different. Joe Biden had the bill for the farmers, and Trump has ended that. That's why the farmers are dealing with hardships now. So Biden had a whole bill for him. And Grum, it said, and Grum, you are just spewing Fox and Newsmax talking points. Exactly. And the Harris Foundation people are now part of the Trump administration. Did you realize that? Good point. Adam the Ghost said, man, I saw this news article maybe 4 hours ago about Trump asking South Africa why they killing white people. Like, did you see that? Yeah, that's from the interview. See what it is? There's a party over there that's saying that, but the people that's getting attacked, these people that's breaking into anything, so it's blacks and whites being killed, not by the government, how people have tried to suggest. But thank you, Adam Ghost, for bringing that. You know, they met at the White House yesterday. They had a meeting. Wherever they was at, they had a meeting with a South African president. But did you hear his comeback? Is it Trump spreading conspiracy theories and fake news with the South African president in the Oval Office? Yes, he did. Adam the Ghost said, hello, Dr. J, my sister. Good to see you. Ice Cream said, farmers are fighting for survival because of Trump's Gestapo mass arrests. Nobody wants to work those agriculture jobs the immigrants had. See, that's a good point, man. Train Smoke said, I did that just approve to those who said you wasn't educated. You know what you talking about. Oh, he said, Train Smoke said, I did that just to approve to those who said you wasn't educated. Listen, man, you know, I appreciate that, though, but we really ain't got to prove, because guess what? Some people we can't prove nothing to. And yeah, I come on here and talk, but some people gonna be what they are. They're gonna do what they want to do, man. And they riding Trump. Some people are riding Trump till the wheels fall off. Thank you, Train Smoke. I know what you were saying. Train Smoke said, I did that just to prove to those who said you wasn't educated. And then you said, you know what you're talking about. And I do, man. I'm not perfect. I don't know anything. And I'll be the first to admit, say, yeah, my fault, you know, whatever. But as I was saying, tomorrow, man, if y'all available, I ask that you come out, man, just relax. We ain't gonna talk about nothing. We just gonna dance, chat, and we still gonna chat on the chat. But I can have up to 6 people on here. So even if you're willing to come, play your music, dance, but your music gotta be on mute, because we don't want to violate copyright, any YouTube copyright laws. So tomorrow's a free day. We just chill. We ain't really talking about nothing. Come on here and dance if y'all see the flyer during the live stream. Ice Cream said, MAGA can't be taught. They think that belief is truth, and when proven wrong, they only pivot to something else. Yeah, they're gonna go all the way back to Ronald Reagan or Bill Clinton. Spearmint, welcome to the chat. Spearmint said, people from New York know Trump was bad news way before he ran for president. My dad would talk about him and housing rent strikes against him or something. Yeah, he discriminated against certain Black people. People even go back to in the 80s, they had that case where Ala B said, Spearmint, that's facts. You know, you go back to when the Central Park five Black teenagers were accused of killing a white woman. Well, come to find out, it wasn't the 5 teenagers, right? They found a person who did it. Trump still didn't believe it. This is after they found out. Trump still wanted them to be executed. These are 5 individuals, man, who were not guilty. Adam the Ghost said, you can play music if you want, but you do need to delete the live stream as soon as it is finished. Yeah. Just so you know. Yeah, you can play it, right? But we don't want no strikes. I don't really want no strikes, not for that though. But are you interested in that, Adam the Ghost? I want to have a thing. Let me put it back up there. It's just gonna be a fun thing. Just, you know, play your own, everybody play your own music and just dance and enjoy yourself. This is tomorrow. Free Friday fun, 7:30 Eastern time, PM. So if y'all interested, I'm gonna do it. If I'm the only one here doing it, I'm gonna be here doing it. But that's what I want y'all to do. Adam said, yeah, depending on the time, I would be willing to join, Mark. I think it's something that, you know, especially coming through the, you know, the week and all the gossiping. And this is open to whether you Democrat, Republican, independent, whether you believe, whether you don't believe. This is open for anybody. They just want to, you know, just let her hair down and chill. He and his dad got busted in a sting operation and they were fine. Man, he lost so many. You wouldn't believe, Ice Cream, you wouldn't believe the amount of cases he lost in court right now. He lost a lot, more than 20 cases, like right now. It's just too many to be talking about. Olive B said Trump placed a 4-page ad in the newspaper calling for those guys to be executed. I think he also took out a billboard too. So that's another thing, man. And that's another thing. And Trump said this, man. I'm gonna try to say it as politely as I can. Trump said that before he ran for president, if he was to ever run, he would run as a Republican. I gotta find that clip and cut it up and bring it on here. But Trump stated that if he ever run, because he believed he could manipulate them easier, you know. Somebody look for that while we're talking. Trump said that if he ever ran for president, he would run as a Republican. And that was during the time when he was hanging out, huddling up with Democrats and, you know, doing the Mike Tyson fights at his hotels and hanging around black people and doing all that. That was during that time. Train Smoke said, speak about Reagan and how in his administration, the manufacturers started shipping stuff overseas in the first place to get rid of the unions. Yeah, but listen, though, when you hear the name Trump, well, I'm sorry, excuse me, my fault. When you hear the name Reagan, what comes to mind? Reaganomics. So his economy gets some respect. And yeah, he did some stuff that, you know, I know a lot of y'all don't like. So I know exactly what you're talking about. And he definitely said that, but they don't remember. No, they don't. Olive B said they don't remember that. Yeah, you're right. They ain't gonna remember that. They are not going to remember that. Yeah, but this is the thing, man. No matter what, I know some of the people going, even the people that was bad talking to me. No matter what, we all in this together. We're all. Make sure y'all like the video, man. Make sure y'all like the video. Make sure y'all like the video. No matter what, we're in this together, because as the prices get higher for you, whether you Democrat, Republican, or Independent, it's gonna get higher for me. None of us are excluded from this. And as far as the tariffs and Trump begging like Walmart and other companies to he calls eat the tariffs, right? So he won't look bad. Trump is all about how he look. He don't really want to look bad, when the right thing is to do is to cut down these tariffs. If you know it's going to hurt your businesses, you know it's going to hurt citizens, man, do the right thing. But he's so arrogant. That's his problem. He's so arrogant, man. You got to be, he needs to be able to think about the American people, man. And then we can progress in this country instead of attacking everybody. You want to attack a university. Remember, these universities do the research for cancer. They do research for different medicines. A lot of these universities, whether you know it or not, they do research for good. And you want to attack them and try to get the IRS to take their tax exempt. Also, in this beautiful bill, right, he will have the ability to take, if any organization he don't care about, he can take their exempt if they pass this bill. They do not need to pass it unless they change certain provisions. Kilmar said, no, this USA. The guy USA said, Kilmar Garcia is MS-13. How do you come up with that? It already been proven, right, that a tattoo was Photoshop, right? They told y'all it was Photoshop. Mr. USA and Mr. USA MAGA, okay. But if they told y'all that it was Photoshop and y'all still calling this man out, this man got a family with kids and y'all don't care nothing about it. He's over there in jail when he haven't committed a crime. Olive B said, bots floating around the chat. Yeah, you're right. Thank you, Olive B. It is. Brandon said, big, beautiful bill passed through the House, baby. Okay, it did pass through the House. But let me paint the picture how they did, Brandon. So they had it on Friday. It didn't pass, right? It did not pass on Friday. Like 6 Republicans didn't vote for it. So they had Sunday night, they had a late night meeting, to vote, to be able to vote later because they didn't want the bill to die. Dr. J says, double tap the screen on your way into the chat. Thank you, Dr. J. And for those who don't know, Dr. J is a content creator. She's trying to build her channel up. Make sure you support Dr. J. Also, check out her lives. She do it a couple times a day. Check out her lives. So they voted on Sunday night, and they voted to pass it to be able to vote later. And then yesterday, so my man was like, oh, Brandon said, big, beautiful bill passed through the House, baby. So he happy about that. Listen, man, do you know that bill is going to hurt Medicaid? Some of your elders is going to affect their medicine. Do you know that? This ain't something to be celebrating. The daily outdoor grind says, sounds like Mr. Garcia should be brought home. I'm in total agreement. They need to bring that man home. But we don't see family. We don't see human when it ain't. It's like only people we have compassion with, or this administration has compassion for, is white. That's why they brought the white South Africans here. That's why the white lady that got killed, and prayers for her, when they bum rushed the Capitol, she got killed. I wish it didn't happen. Trump gave them $5 million of taxpayer money. He ain't go in his bank account. He gave them $5 million. Alabi says, sadly, most people don't even know half the stuff that bill, that's in that bill. But they'll find out soon enough. You're right. Brandon said, it's only going to affect those on Medicaid who should not be on it, though. Who told you? Who told you? Where are we getting this from, man? If it's up to Trump, nobody would be on there. Elon Musk and Trump, that's one of their plans. Why they was lying to people, no, we're not going to cut. And people been saying, man, y'all going to help the billionaires and y'all going to cut Medicaid and Medicare. So listen, man, we got to stop this. This should not be allowed to go on, man. And then even with the jobs, man, we talk about we love the military and we want to cut federal jobs. The military make up 1/3 of the federal employees. Trump is crashing a wrecking ball. You know them big steel balls that they crash into the building when they want to demolish it? That's what Trump is doing to this country. Alabi said it would affect everyone on Medicaid and SNAP. It's going to affect a lot of people, man. Why are we going after these type programs anyway? Instead of charging the rich. Let me read this. Brian said, what it do? Oh, Byron, welcome, man. Welcome. Nothing but love. We appreciate you. He said, God is good. Yeah, God is good, man. Thankful to be alive and have my health and strength, and y'all alive. So I hope y'all thankful as well. Brandon said a lot of what you're saying is wrong. Bye. Have a lovely day. Thank you, man. We ain't even tripping. Bye. Alabi said they don't even care who it affects. And that's the sad thing about it, man. That's the sad thing about it, man. And it kind of makes me wonder, going back to even during slavery when they was hanging black folks and they had the babies, they had little kids out there looking. It was like they had no heart or compassion or none of that. They made a picnic out of it. Look at them hanging. It was just a groovy thing for them. So thank you, Alabi, for sharing that, man. And I know those are some dark days that people don't want to go back, but it seemed like the mentality or the characteristics is right there. When they say make America great again, they're going back to something. The Daily Outdoor said, can't wait to see how well the country is doing by the time Trump's leave compared to how it started. And here you try to complain that your life is better. What has gotten better since he been here? That man has done over 150 executive orders. What has he done? And he promised you, the Daily Outdoor, he promised y'all that on day one that he was going to help the economy. He was going to help American citizens. What has he done to help the economy? He trying to beg. First of all, he begging lower the interest rate. And then he tried to impeach him. This is a dirty player, and everything he do, y'all just turn a blind eye. Byron said, I voted vanilla ice cream is my favorite. Fun fact, vanilla ice cream used to be black. Now on to our regularly scheduled program. You know what? I wouldn't deny that because I remember when I was a kid and when I first saw vanilla in the thing and it was brown, that don't make sense. So it might be some truth to that. I can't verify because I'm gonna let you know I don't know, but I know the vanilla in the bottle. You know what I'm talking about. The vanilla is brown. So he said, fun fact. I checked that out. Make sure y'all take the poll. Make sure y'all take that poll. Thank you, Byron, for sharing that. We appreciate that, man. But we got to get back to the days of, being human, the love of people, human beings, doing the right thing. Because if you hate one, if you got hate in your blood, it's easy for you to harm, kill, and, do harm to your brother or your sister. Byron said, my great grandmother has a picture of her licking vanilla ice cream. Yeah, it got to be a fact because think about the vanilla that's in the thing that we use to mix in different stuff. That vanilla is brown. So you're making a good point. But like I said, I can't verify because I don't know. Train Smoke said, and anybody who's on Medicaid will be paying more. Yeah, man. And it's sad because some of the people that's saying, yeah, it's going to affect y'all. And y'all going to be saying, no in the future. Y'all might not see it today. The Daily Outdoor said he's been here for 4. I knew you was going to say that, but this is my, let me finish reading. Let me finish this thing first, y'all. He's been here for 4.5 months to try and fix what was broken. Chill. It takes time to right wrongs. Listen, my brother, the Daily Outdoor. Anything Trump wants to do, he do it with executive orders. Just like when he brought those 59 white South Africans over here, that was an executive order. That's why they was able to come immediately. But he haven't lifted a finger to do anything to help Americans. In fact, we're going backwards under him. Alabi said, how do people on Medicaid pay more when they don't have enough money to pay for private insurance in the first place? They don't care nothing about that for real, for real. We under administration that don't care nothing about it. Stedman, this world is perishing for a lack of ungodliness. The devil seems to be taking over, but he will not win. Love that fervor. Love that, man. Stedman said, though things seem hard, though times are hard right now, the enemy, the devil, will not win. Thank you, Stedman, for encouraging us on this live. We appreciate that. Because guess what? We needed to hear that. Because we under some dark times right now, and we need to hear that God could have been speaking through Stedman. So thank you, Stedman, for sharing that. We appreciate that. But it is some dark times, like he said. But Stedman said the devil is running wild, but the devil not going to win. So, and my thing is, let's treat everybody right. What's so difficult about that? And when we talk about treating people right, people going to say, well, even Kilmar Garcia was under here. What to say? Hold on, let me read that. Byron Floyd said, as a veteran, I've been around the world. In Canada, the medication is free. There's a couple countries it's free, but they say if you want to check out the status of a country, check out how they treat their poor. If you want to check out the quality of the real quality of the country, check out how they treat the less fortunate. All you got to do is look at America now. They ain't got no problem, mistreating the less fortunate. That's why I say it don't matter if you're immigrant or whatever, you still should have due process because it's a right. No, but they shouldn't have this and that. Okay. Alabi said medical is free in a lot of countries, but definitely not here. Thank you all for sharing that, man. But at least, man, we need to get back to doing right, loving each other, And I'm gonna say this: we should not be following no man blindly, because if that man go left, and you follow him blindly, you gonna go left and agree with his mess. That's what happened during Hitler's time. It was all fun and games at first, They got he would speak. They love him. He spoke eloquently, and he would encourage the people, this and that. And he identified certain people, hate these people, hate those people. But all that was a part of his plan. So listen, man, walk carefully. Y'all said y'all didn't want me to say this is a democracy. So I'm going to say in this republic, right, for which it stands, since we support this being a republic, but under Trump is an oligarchy, is a dictatorship, is authoritarian. That's what we under Trump. So y'all should still be outraged. Almond said, black fatigue is real. No hope, no joy, just more despair. Almond, thank you for sharing that. That's Almond's opinion. Olive B said, yep, you are speaking total facts. Listen, man, we thank y'all. As I said, moving forward, I will be doing my live streams in the evening. Tomorrow, I'm asking man to come out. I want to have a relaxed day, and where we dance, chat, and drink. My drink of choice is this H2O, this water. And during the live stream, y'all can come on screen. I just ask when you play your music, have it on mute. We don't want any strikes from YouTube. So I think this will be a fun way to relax. I know we're dealing with a lot of stress and all that, but tomorrow I'm gonna come on. If it's only me, I'm gonna do it. Y'all are welcome. It don't matter whether you're Democrat, Republican, or independent, or whatever. I welcome you to this event. Byron said, if they take his due process, they're going to take our due process. And Frank, that's a fact. Anyone. That's why I say don't encourage this wrong. And now you got these Venezuelans who are not going to be protected as they used to be. They say 200 or 300,000 people will be affected. And guess what? I done seen how ICE come. They bum rush. They come up on a block and they just snatching people up. So that's what we're dealing with, man. There's no love and no compassion, right now. So make sure y'all stay prayed up. Well, I'm gonna go back up to my man. He said the devil will not win. Where are you at? That was Stedman. Stedman said, though times are rough, though it seems like, it's no hope, he said the enemy will not win. Thank you for sharing that, man, because we needed to hear that. It's hot outside. Make sure you stay hydrated. Make sure you stay hydrated. He's already working on getting rid of due process. Yeah, and there's another one, habeas corpus, that people filed, once they locked up wrongfully. He want to get rid of that as well. Thank y'all for sharing that. Byron said, remember back in the day, the TV used to say, this is just a test. Man, what it say? This is just a test from our urban broadcasters or something like that. Yeah, I remember that, Byron. from a broadcaster, from a local broadcaster or something. And when some of them have the green and the different colors be on the screen, and some of them just have the snowy screen, but most of the time they had the colors and it go down like the green, like a rainbow. Yeah, Brian, I remember that. This is just a test. And it'd be like, beep. Yeah, I remember that. So yeah, this is a test. And, hopefully this test will make us all stronger, because I remember how in school you take quizzes. And while you're taking quizzes, they are just getting you ready for the bigger test. So good point, Brian. We appreciate that. Thank you. Brian said, this is just a test. So learn as much as we can during these times. Man, I want to thank y'all for the continued support. I hope that y'all can tune in tomorrow. It'll be 7:30 p.m. Eastern time, where we can just dance and chat. Almond said the Democrat Party offer no solutions, whereas Kamala Harris, Joe Biden has cancer, and the Democrat Party have no heroes. Okay. So the purpose of you saying that was what? What? Trump is the president right now. So is Trump a hero? Sean said, bruh, why Trump be acting up as soon as he get in office, trying to annex Canada, starting a trade war with the world, throwing away due process, like it's nothing. Bro, we thought Trump was going to be the GOAT. Yeah, some of y'all did think he was going to get there, man. He had a plan, man. He had a plan. That's why Elon Musk came in. This was a money grab. Elon Musk invested too much money to be playing with these tariffs. But he gave Trump like 250 million. So he collects it on the other end through his contracts. He get billion-dollar contracts, man. But guess what? Lately, y'all haven't really seen Trump. Excuse me. Lately, y'all haven't really seen Elon Musk, because Elon Musk telling Trump, listen, man, these tariffs are not beneficial to the businesses. But Trump's so hard-headed, but at least Trump did back off on some of the stuff. He paused some of the stuff. But still, that 30% on China is still high. And how they was talking about he want to make Canada the 51st state. Man, Canada feels some type of way. In Canada right now, they got stuff marked as American products. They boycotting American products, man, because of Trump. Going after your neighbors, Canada and Mexico. And then you going after China. You can't beat no China. Because the whole time y'all wasn't advancing, China was making advancements. So thank you, Sean, for sharing that, man. Sean, make sure you take the poll. Make sure you take the poll, man. And also, in addition to taking the poll, anybody, if you have not subscribed, go and subscribe to the channel. The MAGA hats made in China. Hey, Byron, they do got some that's made in Cali, but China runs so many circles around us, they make them in China as well. China was making them Louis Vuittons and all them expensive stuff. And this is how they tricked us. They were making it in China, send it to like another country. They put a zipper on it and say made in Italy or wherever. But really, that stuff was made in China, man. China wasn't playing no games, man. They said they've been making a lot of high quality stuff in China. This ain't even, I ain't even just talking about the knockoff stuff. I'm just talking about stuff that's made in China, and then they ship it over to another country, and it just say made in America or made somewhere else. Olive said, Musk making crazy money with those government contracts. Plus, he's out here getting the government to pull in more contracts for Starlink around the world. Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Olive B, for saying it. Yes, sir. They gave us the game for real. Cody, what you said? Cody said they've been screwing us in trade for years. Yeah, but it's a way to do it, though. The way Trump did it, I agree with you, Cody, and I thank you for sharing that. But I think Trump did it the wrong way. He came out, he felt like he's so invincible. He declared war on the entire world. Trump came at the whole world, but you notice he got to keep stopping. So, and he paused it. He got to keep doing this because he knew it was going. He didn't care about it hurting Americans, but this was hurting some of his billionaire buddies. Alma said, it's about hope. Already know the problems. I know the villains and the bad guys. I'm watching the Democrat Party, and they have no plans or solution. Okay, thank you, Alma. We appreciate you, man. We ain't knocking nobody. See, one thing we want to do is do practice freedom. Trump not with that practice freedom. You cannot disagree with Trump and get away with it like you just did here on this live. Trump don't play that. Cody said Biden didn't care about Americans. Check out the borders. Trump did. Biden did. That's why he had the Inflation Reduction Act, man. That was helping farmers. Check that out. He cared about helping people, you know, and people still coming across the line. I'm not talking about the borders. What Trump is doing is kidnapping people. What that got to do with the borders? People who've been here, separating mothers from families. That's what I'm talking about. No care, no compassion. That's President Trump. If it ain't white, it ain't right. That's President Trump. So if y'all can support that, more power to you, man. If y'all can support his mistreatment of human beings, more power to you. In the name, I'm helping this. What about cutting Medicaid? Do y'all support that too? Olive B said, what exactly do you want the party who is not in power to do at this time? This man ain't even listening to the United States Supreme Court if they vote against him. He just don't listen, don't comply. Good question, Olive B. Cody says, so we just let in murders and rapists. Man, we got murderers and rapists here, though. You see what I'm saying? And you're not crying about that. Byron said, I know this is off subject. I know this is off subject. Why is that Maryland senator and FBI business about representation? Oh yeah, why did the governor? He's the governor. You talking about Westmore? Byron saying, why did he not vote for that reparations? He had his own reasons, and we at the end of the show, we're gonna talk about that though. That was some good stuff though. Byron, good way to point that. You said why the Maryland, his name is Westmore, so go look him up. Wesmoore. That's what you're talking about. And he didn't vote for it for his state. Sean said, I don't get why Trump hating on the world too. Europe's a cool place, man. China makes all our stuff, but Trump out here cozying up to Putin on Twitter like they best friends or something. EB said tariffs is Trump's way of shaking down businesses and get them to pay him, and he'll remove the tariff specifically on it. Pay Trump coin fees and will lift the tariffs. Trump's a play a dirty game, but some people don't realize where we at with this administration, man. They like the mob. That's why they say the big beautiful bill, the beautiful. James said, if they can't throw Trump in jail, why don't they throw everybody around him connected to his shenanigans in jail? Good, James. The only thing, it would have to be state charges, because if it's federal, Trump can what do you call it? He can pardon them. So it's a sticky situation. Even if they get all his administrators, right? He can pardon them. Alabi said Trump is going against the Constitution and the courts daily. The only way to stop him is with impeachment, and we know who controls Congress. Good point, Alabi. Alabi said, who exactly is supposed to put them in jail? Right. He controls the DOJ. So it's the main thing is in 2026 is to take back the House or the Senate or something. Because right now it's really no win. Sean said maybe after the 4 years, it will all work out. All we can do is hope, man. Thank you, Sean. I appreciate that positive stuff. We got to think positive, man, because this stuff will stress you out. And, people wonder, why are y'all letting this happen? If it was on the other shoe, they would have been bum rushing the Capitol like they did last time. But we don't carry it like that. They would have been bum rushing the Capitol. If anybody else was doing what Trump doing, man, they would have bum rushed the Capitol by now. Byron said, Trump thinks he's Big U. Yeah, for real. Yo, Byron crazy. Byron said, and Big U is a former gang member, not former. He's a gang member. He don't practice it, but he, part of the Grips out there in California. So that's what he's talking about when he say Big U. But Big U got his own problems to deal with. James Dixon said, don't know, just action about the jail thing. That's a good point, Dixon. Thank you. EB said, good show. Thank you, EB. Cody said, hi. I guess he's laughing. Olive B said, James Dixon, I understand, no problem. James Dixon said, I just can't believe we don't have any solutions for this guy blatantly whipping his wiping his A with the Constitution. That's a good thing. One thing is people are doing something. Like you got AOC and Bernie Sanders. They've been going around, and that's what these marches have been about. So it's people doing little stuff. Jasmine Crockett do little of this. Cory Booker was on he stood on the floor, the Senate floor, for 25 hours. Javier said, if Trump wasn't around, what would you talk about? Whatever was going on, man. Are you not outraged, JVR? Are you not outraged with some of the stuff he's doing? Especially like, wanting to take or cut Medicaid to help billionaires. Are you not outraged with that? If y'all have not done it, man, make sure y'all take that poll. If you have not done it, make sure you take the poll. What's your favorite ice cream? What's your favorite ice cream? Go and take the poll if you have not done it. As I said, moving forward, man, I will be doing my show in the evening. My schedule. Sean said, yo, Mark, Was you Republican and the Trump administration made you Democrat? Sean, why you say that? Yo, that's funny. Sean, you made my day with that, man. I'm going to laugh for the rest of the day about that. Sean said, yo, Mark, was you Republican? Hold on. And the Trump administration made you Democrat? Oh, that's funny. Alma said, stop hiding being Donald Trump. That's a form of worship every time you mention his. Stop hiding behind Donald Trump. That's a form of worship every time you mention his name. Okay. Jeffrey said, no things are going well according to plan. Oh, he said, no, things are going well according to plan. Well, we appreciate that, man. So you don't mind mistreatment of, I don't care if they immigrants or whatever. Javier, you don't mind mistreating, how Trump mistreating people and how ICE is running up, snatching up people? Well, you already answered the question. You said no, it's all good. More power to you, man. Dr. J said, please take the poll if you haven't already done it. Make sure you like the video, man. Man, I want to thank y'all for the continued support. Y'all have been amazing, man. I thank y'all. Cody said, stop virtue signaling, bud. Okay. That's Cody's opinion, right? Cody said, Ala B said, some people must love authoritarian types of government. They love who's doing it. Because if this was Barack Obama, everybody would have a problem with it. But since it's, Trump, they don't see no wrong with it for whatever the reason, man. But like I said, man, thank y'all for the continued support. Thank y'all. If you have not done it, make sure you take the poll. Make sure y'all take the poll, man. Y'all have been amazing. I got to go handle some business, but y'all have been amazing. Ala B said, true. Anybody got any last thoughts or comments, man? Any last thoughts or comments? I got one. Make sure you stay hydrated. This right here is that H2O. It's hot, man. Drink this water. Get some fluids in your body. Drink what you want to drink. I'm drinking water. Cody said, Obama deported millions, but y'all don't talk about it. Our thing is not deporting. We're talking about how Trump is doing. We're not talking about don't deport. We're talking about how this administration is doing. Cody said, I got one. The author said, hate is a powerful thing. Unfortunately, power corrupts. Power does corrupt, man. Dr. J said, like, share, subscribe. Alma said, vanilla pecan. I remember pecan. The butter pecan. I remember that. And I ate it before, but I always got to get rid of the nuts. I didn't like that. So my thing was that was good. I know what you're saying, but I couldn't just eat it straight. Sean said, if they abolish the 22nd Amendment, who you think will win in 2028? Obama. That's just me. That might be my next poll. That might be my next poll. EB said, if Republicans are MAGA now, no Republicans any longer. Also, they think is a sports team and their star player can't do no wrong. Rapist, convicted felon, who cares? He's on our team. Yeah, that was a good analogy, EB. James Dixon said, you're not getting offline, are you? I just got here. Yeah, I'm about to close it off. But go ahead. I'm going to give you a few minutes to speak your mind. And say, I like your show. What time does it start? I'm glad you asked that question. I'm changing the time. Like, I usually do it in the morning. Moving forward, it's going to be in the evening because I got some scheduling conflicts. Dr. J said, James, you are that guy. Thanks for visiting Mark B's perspective. Also, make sure y'all check out Dr. J's channel. She's working on growing her channel, so make sure we support Dr. J. Check out her live streams. She goes live a couple times a day. And any content she got, make sure you check it out. James said, Dr. J said, James, catch the replay. Said, what time does it start? Oh, it's gonna start moving forward. It's gonna be like 7:30 p.m. Eastern. I usually was doing it in the morning, so but it's gonna change. And tomorrow we're gonna have a fun thing. Look at this screen. Let me show you this. This is what I want to do tomorrow. You're more than welcome to come. It's called Dance, Chat, and Drink. It's gonna be a live stream where you can come on the screen. I only can have so many at a time, but whatever music you playing, have it on mute so we won't violate any of YouTube's copyright policies. So that's what we're doing tomorrow, 7:30 p.m. Eastern time. Javier said, look at it this way. You're on a ship, and only so many people can be on that ship legally. Never mind the smart ones that bring on Ely once. If everybody else comes along, don't you think it will sink? I see what you said, but you know, everybody's not alone. We still was maintaining as a country. Immigrants is really not the downfall of America, but that's another topic. James Dixon said, this is one of the most honest channels out there. Well, thank you, James. Dr. J said, well, at James, did you subscribe yet? Thank you, EB. Hit that like button, folks. Almond Diligence said, keep the mornings. It's all yours. The evenings are too crowded. Don't do it. Oh, yeah, that's a good point. You said keep the mornings. Yeah. I'm going to ponder on that, but tomorrow I got to do the evening. It's going to be the dance show. I'm going to ponder on that. And Almond, thank you for sharing that, man. I might reconsider just keep the mornings, though. You said the evenings are too crowded. Okay. Dr. J said, like, share, and subscribe to show support for the channel. James Dixon said, I live in California. California love. We appreciate you. Dr. J said, EB, absolutely. Yeah, thank you, man, because I didn't consider that. Almond, you gave me something to think about. I'm going to let y'all know, man. I'm going to let y'all know how I'm going to do it. I might have to go ahead and keep that in the evening because I didn't even think about that. I guess there's a lot of content creators that got their live streams in the evening. But thank y'all, man. Cody said, illegals using funding needed for American citizens is the problem. What? Okay. We got more problems in this world than that, man. Thank you for sharing that, though, Cody. Almond Diligent said, keep the mornings. You're fair about everything. Thank you, Almond. Listen, man, I appreciate you. When I do it on the mornings, for those that I usually come on between 10:15 and 10:30 Eastern time. 10:15 and 10:30 Eastern time. So I might stick with that, but I'm gonna have to move some stuff around and see if I can do it. Between 10, 15 and 10:30 Eastern time is when I come on. So Almond, thank you for sharing that, man. You said there's a lot of competition. I'm not afraid of the competition, but I'm gonna say about keeping the mornings. I'm gonna say keep the mornings. Javier said, appreciate your time and service and for giving me the time. Yeah, no problem, Javier. I appreciate that. Thank y'all, man. Y'all welcome here, whether you're Democrat or Republican. But we just want to talk about being fair and treating each other right, especially amongst us. We can't control government, but we can't control how we treat one another. And I thank y'all for that. I appreciate y'all. Give y'all last minute to go ahead and take that poll. I'm gonna give y'all last minute to take the poll. Give y'all last minute to take the poll, man. Anybody else? Man, I held y'all long enough, man. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all, man. I want the best for y'all. But we got to do a better job as people, man. Don't support hate, man. Even when it comes to us disagreeing, we can disagree without being disagreeable. We can disagree. We ain't got to fight and kill one another. We can still love and respect and appreciate one another, man. But thank y'all, man. Thank y'all for your time. Thank y'all for your support. So for those who asked the question, man, if I do it in the morning, it'd be between 10:15 and 10:30 Eastern time. Sean said, and enjoy the rest of your day, Mark. Same to you, Sean. Same to you, Dr. J. Make sure y'all support Dr. J's channel. Check out her lives. She's an educator with a lot of information. She got a lot of information. So make sure we support her. Thank y'all. I done just rambled on and rambled on. But I thank y'all. Thank you, Dr. J, for coming. I know your time is precious. Everybody's time is precious. I thank y'all. I thank y'all. Thank y'all. Make sure y'all like this video, man. Don't be afraid. I know y'all got value from it. Make sure you like this video before you go. Like the video. And if you have not done it, make sure you subscribe to the channel. James Dixon said the Republican Party doesn't leave a lot of leave a lot on the table, but hate. Yeah, James. And that's we don't want to be like that. We don't want to be a hateful nation, because when you spew hate, you're gonna get that back. So we don't want no riots and all that kind of stuff, man. We want to try to live in peace as much as possible. Thank y'all once again. My man, that almond. I'm a reconsider and think about keeping the mornings. I'm gonna see, but that's gonna cause me to have to move some stuff around. Y'all gonna have to really come and show support for me, man, if I'm able to do that. Dr. J said, thanks everyone for all your support. The Mark B's perspective. James said, there's nothing wrong with rambling long as you're going somewhere. Thank you, James Dixon. And I always try to go somewhere. Alabi says, someone needs to break that tie on the pole. Laugh out loud. Let me check that. Oh, I know which one. Yeah. I see which one you're talking about with the chocolate and other. Yeah. Let me get a couple more votes. I'm about to bounce, but go ahead. Give me a couple votes, man, on your favorite ice cream. I like chocolate. I like strawberry. I like vanilla. And there's a whole lot of others. I like the fudge, like the vanilla fudge. I like that too. So, but thank y'all. Thank y'all. Last call for alcohol. Last call on the poll, man. Last call on the poll. Make sure you like the video. I think that might be it, Olive B, but I ain't gonna hold y'all. I think that's it on the poll. But I thank y'all. So to give y'all a count, vanilla had 23%, chocolate had 33%, strawberry had 10%, and other had 33%. It was a tie between chocolate and other. Dr. J said, have a blessed day, everyone. Y'all have a blessed day. Dr. J, you have a blessed day. I'm gonna see y'all again. If y'all can't come tomorrow, 7:30 p.m. I won't be on in the morning tomorrow. I'm gonna save it for the evening, 7:30 p.m. Let's come dance, chat, and drink. Thank y'all again for the continued support. Y'all have a great day, man, and be safe out there and stay hydrated. Until next time, man, y'all be safe. Peace.